Everyone, this is just a disclaimer before this podcast starts that this is meant to be an extra episode coming out Wednesday, but as we've had some technical issues with episode 3 this weekend, this will be this weekend's episode, so we'll have another one up as normal next week. Guys, we've got a bonus episode on the Grafters Podcast, episode 4. This will be
Football-based.
It'll be.
Actually, no, this is going to be sports-based.
Yeah, we'll just talk about sports. I would say it's coming out Wednesday, but by the time I watch it, it'll be past Wednesday. But yeah, we're just going to be talking about sports. Right now, we've just been talking about football in general.
Yep, and we thought it would be a good idea to share it with you guys. Because we're not sure whether you guys give a shit about our opinions, but...
Honestly, we've been talking for half an hour.
And we haven't been recording.
If we recorded it, we could have had another podcast.
Oh, we were spitting bars. I mean, you were especially spitting bars.
We were freestyling earlier with some, slow...
I'm sorry, I'm never doing that on a podcast.
No, either am I. We get a guest on. We should get, the guy I showed you, Ambu. We get him on the podcast just to freestyle.
Oh my god, him, Candy, fuck, bro, if you're a rotation thing.
Right, yeah. We get Ambu. We're talking about football. Amu and football.
We're talking about Amu and football.
Amu and football, yeah.
Yeah.
So what were we saying?
We were talking about Club World Cup and if Saudi League is
the
good enough for it, yeah.
The Brazilian teams in the group stage, I think every single one went unbeaten.
Damn.
None of them have been beaten yet, the Brazilian teams.
Well, they bring out some of the best youngsters. So.
Yeah,
Neymar.
And then Neymar.
I thought Neymar went back to...
He's gone back to Santos.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He signed a new contract until December. So for 5
So he got injured the second he played his first game.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you could sign 6-month contract.
Also, how is
it's because you get the little January window, don't you? So.
How's the Saudi Arabian team getting that bored of you that they think you go fuck off?
Yeah, he said I want to return back to Santos. There was also the rumours of Ronaldo going to Sporting again because Gyökeres.
Well, let's be honest. If he was treated better at United, he'd probably still be there. Finish his career at United.
The thing is, though,
if he was treated better as well,
it would make sense if Ronaldo went back because Gyökeres is leaving.
Yeah,
I'd say the only clubs, the 3 clubs that would make sense for Ronaldo to go back to would be Sporting. Real Madrid, or Juventus.
Let's be honest, he can't go back to Real Madrid.
Real Madrid can't need him.
He can't go back to United.
Real Madrid wouldn't need him to go back in.
Juventus,
no, I didn't say Man United. He would never go back.
No, not after.
Juventus are trying to sell their striker.
Juventus, I feel, would take him, but maybe not play him.
I just don't.
But the only thing is, he had some of his not best years, but some really good years around Juventus, and also it's the club he supports.
But it's also when you think of Ronaldo, you don't think of Juventus.
No,
I don't know. You don't think of Juventus, but most of his moments you do think of Juventus. Like the header that he played for Juventus,
the one where he
went against Juventus.
I thought there was one where he did a bicycle kick in Juventus as well.
Yeah, he did.
He's done loads, but half of them are disallowed.
2017, probably his best Champions League final. He beat Juventus.
I just think it'd be more iconic if you see Ronaldo in a Sporting shirt again, because that's where he grew up.
Long sleeve Sporting shirt, a baggy shirt.
And also he'd be home.
Gets the noodle hair back.
He would be home as well.
When he had that at, what's it?
United.
No,
Real Madrid.
No, when he was at Al Nassr for a 2-week period. Yeah. But then it doesn't fit his face shape anymore, so he just went back to a slick back.
Bad haircuts. Think about it.
I like the 2007 one.
His early
properly
years,
like that.
Yeah, his early years, he'd have the curly sort of hanging down.
Yeah, but he was young. It suited him. It was
he had really bad acting as well. I noticed. But then going on to Man United, he sort of had the highlights come in to his hair. But he was still iconic.
This transfer window might be one of the best ones we're going to get in a while.
What, Arsenal?
No, not Arsenal, just in general. There's
shit for West Ham. We ain't done nothing.
Almost any team I think of need a striker. And what are the strikers up for sale? Gyökeres, Sesko.
I want Liam Delap, but he's not going to come to West Ham.
He's already gone to Chelsea.
Exactly.
So you got Osimhen, Gyökeres, Sesko.
I honestly, out of all of them, you fucked it with Sesko. Arsenal fucked it with Sesko.
I want Dimitri Payet
back. We're still close to doing the deal, but we don't know which one we want yet.
Yeah, exactly. You're just playing him about. I don't know why a player would want to get played about like that.
No, I think it's our manager's, the person who buys it. He said he wants to get both deals. So when you get the here we go, it's obviously when the deal's done. He wants to get them to that level, both of them, and then decide which one they want to activate. Which I feel like it's a bit unfair on the player you don't choose.
I could honestly see Arsenal getting flopped around by Gyökeres and then just not signing him. And then you'd be left with signing a player like Osimhen.
The only thing is we're going to sign Sesko or Gyökeres. Like, one of them's going to happen.
I think more likely Sesko.
I think more likely Sesko. I saw some of his clips earlier. He's not as bad as I thought, but I still prefer Gyökeres.
Yeah, anyone would prefer Gyökeres, but I don't think Gyökeres...
The question is, if Gyökeres don't go Arsenal, where does he go?
Honestly, he could go anywhere.
United, Juventus...
Yeah,
I know why no one wants him, though.
Sorry to go off topic a bit here. How to Train Your Dragon cost 83.7 million to make.
Well, the newest one.
Right?
Yeah, the live action one.
The live action? Oh my god. I thought you were talking about the animation.
No, that one was like 10 mil at most.
Would you sign Sesko?
But yeah, sorry, carry on. I just thought I'd say that.
Tottenham?
Fucking
yeah.
No.
Why not?
Well, for one, I don't think Tottenham would sign a new striker since we
just like, let's say you
Who have you got? Solanke?
Solanke.
Yeah. So he got injured like within 2 weeks of joining when he first did, or within a certain amount of time.
West Ham could get Sesko.
Yeah.
I think he'd look good in West Ham kit.
Oh, real quick, just off the topic of football, because you got my mind on movies now. And I thought, like, you know how Avatar is the most... It made the most in box office.
Yeah.
It made like 2.9 billion.
Yeah.
And that film cost 200 million to make. But also, imagine having a film franchise that you're so set up for that you've literally released the date of when you're going to make Avatar 3 and Avatar 4 and they ain't even fucking been out yet. You look up Avatar, right? Hang on.
And they've got release dates for all of them.
Hang on, Avatar... Yeah, no, the next one, Avatar Fire and Ash, set to be releasing this year.
That's going to be like a new variant that can survive in volcanoes and whatnot.
Yeah, and then you got, look, literally, Avatar Way of Water, Avatar 1, Avatar Fire and Ash, and then Avatar 4, set to be releasing
probably
2029.
all of them coming together to face a bigger threat or some shit.
But that's actually been, like, literally, they've already released a release date for it, 21st of December. And they've even got Avatar 5.
What is Avatar about?
I've only ever watched the first
it's
one.
About,
I ain't watched
it's
it.
about
I just
a world.
Know they look weird.
You know, it's about a world that basically same old story about humans being the bad guys. Humans are trying to take this world from them, destroy it all, and turn it into their own. And these Avatar people, it's their home, basically. But
yeah, obviously they don't
want
want
Is it a different planet, or it's just on
different planet?
Oh, right.
And humans...
Like, this is humans in the future and
so
all.
It's like humans are moving...
Yeah, it has the same effect.
Humans are moving to Mars and Avatar live there.
It's like, yeah.
Kind of.
It's completely inhabited by, like, forests and different, like...
animals and just...
It's literally, it's basically like a giant Minecraft thing, but with more texture. Like, it's got, like, you got the different biomes where different avatars live.
It's pretty much, we've found this planet, they all live there and we're taking it over.
Yep, and these avatars, like creatures, right? As humans on our own, we can't fight them because, for one, we can't breathe on their planet. Second, they all stand at 9 feet tall. So we have to get, like, robots and stuff like that to fight them. So then it becomes a big...
You're not going to hate what I'm about to say.
It becomes, like, a big war against, like, machinery and old tactics. So
I can fight them.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. It becomes, like, a big war between... Because all of them have to use... They all use bows and shit. Yeah, they're all very unprepared, but they somehow beat them. And what the thing is that somehow humans find a way to transfer their minds into the body of avatars and then send them in as sleeper agents. But then the whole point of the film is that sleeper agent then becomes fully avatar because he falls in love with a girl. And then Way of Water is just the different biome where it's like water's people and all that. But all I was saying is how much money it costs to make those films, and yet they've already got it set, the release date for
how many have come
3,
out?
4, 5.
There's only 2, yeah.
How are you preparing for 3 films that you ain't even released yet?
Another film I forgot's coming out, Terrifier 4.
There's another one coming out.
Coming out in Easter.
If you saw the last one,
front
it's left on
I haven't watched any of them.
cliffhanger.
I haven't watched any of them.
The front cover is Art the Clown in an Easter bunny costume.
That's gonna be good.
I honestly,
because obviously
bro,
it's been Santa, I
He's
thought
been
the
himself at Halloween.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
got to be an Easter bunny.
that opening scene. Oh, by the way, sorry guys, we said we talk about football, but this is the way
We're going
we
off topic here. It's
Yeah,
better than the last
we're back
time.
on we're back on horror films, and all I'm saying is every Terrifier film, Terrifier 1,
That was alright.
I think
No,
it's
I've never watched
That was the
it.
one where he...
cut her in half.
I've
yeah.
never watched it, but I've seen like a lot of the clips of
Have you
it.
seen
Don't.
the main kill in Terrifier 1?
What is the
He
main
strings
deal?
up a girl naked and then
Cuts her
where
in half.
her
Right,
fingers-
it was blurred, but yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen clips of it.
Yeah, and
he
all,
cuts all the way through.
Yeah.
into her
all
head.
I think Terrifier 1's the most tamed out of all of them, because then you go
I feel
straight.
like Terrifier 2 is the least gory.
I think no,
I
definitely
don't
not.
remember Terrifier 2.
Definitely Terrifier 2.
No, that was the one with the...
The bedroom scene.
Yeah,
That is all right. Hang on, we're going to get into some gory details. But Terrifier 1, the worst thing that happens is the string up scene, and then probably the face eating scene.
I
That's
feel like
that's whack.
all three of them have they have set moments
Yeah.
where you think that is disgusting.
Terrifier 2, straight up.
I've never watched that one.
Like
Ter-
Terrifier 3.
I've probably seen 2 clips
Terrifier
from
1, it
Terrifier
has the
2.
strung up kill.
Yeah.
Terrifier 2, it has the bedroom scene. Terrifier 3, you got the chainsaw when they're in the shower.
No, that's the thing. Every Terrifier is the most iconic kill, but then that's what I'm trying to get onto. So
Or the
Terrifier,
rat choke.
yeah, Terrifier 2 opens up with literally you get to see what happened to that girl with like the mashed up face when he ate her
Yeah.
face. She's like messed up every time, but it's happening around Halloween time, and he's just going off. Like he starts off.
But yeah, because he can get away with it.
Yeah, he
more,
starts
doesn't
off going to this like Halloween store. He kills a guy in there. It's quite mild. You think, oh, it's another Terrifier film. It's going to be mild kills. Then you get onto the bedroom scene,
Oh
and
my
he
word.
straight up just brutalizes this girl. Like
Have you seen the kill?
No,
Right,
I ain't
He
watched it.
rips her scalp off, pours acid on her.
no, he don't pour acid. He pours salt on her open wound.
No, he chucks acid on her as well.
yeah,
he gets
actually,
her
yeah, no, he throws like
he wears
cleaning acid.
He wears her intestines as a scarf.
And then later on, like he slices right into her eye downwards with a butter knife.
Yeah.
As she tries to crawl away, he starts clawing at her with, like nail scissors. So clawing at her with them and just opening her up, and then he pours in salt and he just whacks it on her.
Mm.
And then later on in the scene, you literally, like, her
She's
mum
still
walks
alive.
in on her body like that, and he's just playing around with it, like cutting it up.
But
like
she's
cutting her
still
legs
alive.
off. And she like
After all
opens
this.
up and she's still alive, and her mum freaks out. And he's just like laughing about it, but he don't laugh because he don't speak.
But he's got to the point where
No,
he's
he,
ripped off half her face, so it's half skull, half face. And like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can see
also-
her brain. and
oh yeah.
everything.
Also, she tries to stop him, and he straight up bends her arm in half, to the point where the
Fuck
bones.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hell.
I've seen that bit.
But the thing is,
What
Then-
one's this? 2 or 3?
2.
Jeez.
And then after that, it shows a scene because the mum runs away screaming. After that, kids knock at the door, and he's got sweets in the mum's head.
Oh no, yeah, and they don't.
So,
do that.
so and they're just
No,
like,
I
oh,
was
cool,
saying the-
box, man.
The acid kill weren't the bedroom one. It was, when they're in the fun house at the end,
Yeah.
and Sienna's the main
Where
girl.
can
She's
I
got
watch this?
Any box, fiber,
Fire stick.
fire stick, yeah.
No, it's not. Netflix.
I'll
Definitely
check
not.
Amazon Prime and whatnot, but yeah.
I think you can rent it on Amazon Prime.
Terrifier 2, because you remember the way Sienna, is it Sienna or Sierra?
Sienna.
Yeah, Sienna's mum dies in Terrifier 2.
She just gets shotgun though.
Bro, are you forgetting it, right? Because the mum, they don't show her death, but then it shows the son walking on his mum. They're sitting at the dinner table,
yeah,
and
and
her
he shoves
face
them-
is fucking open, and
he
he
just
shoves
shoves the mash
mashed
in there.
potato right in her face, and the kid just watches that. So it
Because
happens to
he's
his
been tied
mum.
down. The third one,
Wait, no, back to the second one real quick. He also cuts a guy's knob off.
yeah, he just.
I'm
like,
kind of expecting that at this rate, like from what I've heard.
The third one,
no.
he's killing someone.
The third one is the worst.
The third one, they live in an abandoned building.
No, real quick. The third one, opening scene, he's dressed like Santa, and a family, a little girl is at Christmas trying to protect, like, where's Santa? Where's Santa? She goes around her house looking for Santa, trying to believe it, like make her brother believe it and all that. And then Santa appears, but it's him.
It's him in a Santa
And he
costume, yeah.
and he goes into the parents' room, and he takes an axe to the dad
Yeah.
while he's sleeping, and the mum wakes up to him just axing the dad up pieces. Before that, he went into the boys' room, the little boys' room. The mum
Oh, yeah,
rushes in the boys' room trying to see what happened. He has decapitated him and cut his body up into little pieces, and you see that to happen to a little boy.
That's this in like the first minute.
And then the mum,
starts getting hacked to pieces at the door. She gets to the door, can't open it, and he just fucking whacks
What
her
happens
down.
with the daughter?
And then the girl just watches it, like, all happen to her family.
And then
she hides in a cupboard as he eats milk and cookies, right, after killing the whole family, and then cleans up, does the dishes, because he's a nice guy, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
And then he hears a noise, opens the cupboard, the little girl's just sitting in there, and, it ends with him smiling. And that's it. It ends there.
I'm going to assume the girl's dead.
Definitely.
Can we talk about the abandoned house bit? They live in an abandoned house for years. One of his victims basically is so messed up she kind of has to join him.
One of his victims that he ate the face of, she's possessed by the demon that hired him to do these biddings. And the demon is possessed this poor girl, and she starts doing some really messed up shit. And she gets a piece of glass, and blood starts pouring out.
No, it's not that yet. The people, they're like, I think they're like people that go to abandoned buildings, like check them out and everything.
Yeah.
Like the actual job people. They go in there, go up to the top, find them. The clown starts killing one of them, and she's just standing there with glass, like putting it up there, like wanking to it. I'll believe that.
Try to keep it simple.
She basically orgasms from the glass penetrating her, and it's like cutting her.
And she's laughing while it happens.
I get it. This is a weird.
It gets worse as well. Wrestler Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He appears in it, and that's where the girl gets hired by Art to come like serve as him, and he not only does he just slice up Chris Jericho, but he also just rips his head so bad that his spine is still connected to the head as it comes out, and he fucking laughs about that type of shit. And then after the glass scene, it cuts to him pretending to be Santa to those bar guys. That's the most mild kill I've ever seen. Because he protects. Yeah, no, I mean the guy before that, where he just shoots him through the head, whereas he tries to escape.
That's probably the best kill.
And he gets Santa,
the least gory kill.
And he gets Santa, and he ties him to a chair, and he just, like where you freeze a person's hand and then they smash it.
Yeah, like it shatters because it's that cold. Yeah.
He does that to both his hands, both his kneecaps, and then just blows his face away, and then wears his beard. Like he cuts the beard off his face and wears it.
That's fireworks.
Alright.
The bombings again.
I ran. Come on, man.
Come on, I ran away, but chill. Right, yeah. You get to the bathroom, the shower scene. A man and his girlfriend are shagging. They're naked in the shower. He comes in with a chainsaw and just.
He's shagging in the shower or just showering together?
No, they're shagging in the shower.
Okay.
And the girl.
Well, they're getting it on.
And I can't
He comes in with a chainsaw and starts cutting their arms off and shit.
Can I just say as well? I thought the girl.
Who's the one that crawls away and he like snaps their leg backwards so they can't stand anymore?
The boy.
The boy tries getting away and he snaps his legs.
Well, he just does that to it and the legs.
He literally just goes like
that.
Then
instead of doing it it's gone the other way.
He's done that to both legs, so he can't.
Don't ask me why, but I think it's just a memorable scene because it terrified me. Get it from the name. But like, I remember how the scene just went. Yeah, I remember how the scene.
He starts doing that in their blood, like as a snow angel.
Because it's Christmas themed. I remember how the scene went. So the girl and the boyfriend are just like cuddling and all that. The girl's fit, by the way, but she has a really mad obsession with the Art the Clown and everything he's done.
Yeah.
And they start filling each other up, and he puts the chainsaw right between them, cuts the boy's arms off, and then the girl starts screaming, and he goes right into her face. Boom. She's done like down the middle, and she's just laying there like that for the rest of the thing. She's still alive, but she's like in her own blood. She's been cut half. And then the bloke, he tries to get away, but both his arms are cut off, so he's trying to fight off with like these stubby little arms. And that's when
his legs get snapped the other way.
Yeah, and then that's where he falls to the ground. He starts bleeding, and Art snaps both his legs, then cuts him like through
his balls.
Yeah.
That way, yeah.
And then out the other way, and then cuts him in half and all that, and then that's where he just stops playing his blood.
You see his actual balls like coming out.
Jesus.
And then we get to by far the worst kill. Because the main girl...
This is like top 5. And
the
coming in at number 1.
The main girl in the whole film that has to fight him. But honestly...
Are we talking about the ending?
Yep.
The end scene?
Because she's had to live with her aunt and uncle.
Dog.
And
what are you trying to reach for, bro?
I don't know. It was really close to me in my sight of view. But she's had to live with her aunt and uncle, and she's become like close to her niece. Her brother's at the college, and he was friends with the couple that got killed. The brother goes missing, and it's implied that he's dead. Do you think he's dead? Because they show his body, but they don't think it's him.
He didn't.
It was just his skull.
Yeah.
with glasses on.
It was like, oh, this is your brother.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it is. her
Anyway,
brother.
Like, was that just a random skull to try and be
It might
intimidating
have
or
been,
something?
we don't know.
the aunt and uncle have basically had enough of her because she keeps going on about this clown. They're just like not believing. They're saying like, chat
Yeah, they're
shit.
saying,
Get the fuck out.
bullshit, yeah.
Little do they know.
And then she hears a sound. She
Wait,
goes downstairs and she sees her uncle pinned to the wall, cut
Dead.
down the middle,
Yeah.
in like just sawed to pieces against the wall, and she's like freaking out. And
Her
then
mum-
she goes
her
into the
aunt's
front
tied
room,
down to a chair.
and like they're all laughing. The mashed up girl face. She's there. She's actually got a fawned crown sitting into her head, and yeah, no, she's knocked out by Art, and they both found themselves like tied to the chair. Her and her aunt.
Yeah.
And her aunt is like crying. She's having to literally, she can't get that image out of her that her husband's pinned to a wall. And she's begging that they leave her daughter alone. And
You get to the kill.
the aunt
I can
dies. Do you want to take it from him?
He gets like a glass tube, yeah.
A
Puts
hamster
it in her
tube.
mouth. It's just a glass tube. He hammers it down her throat. So it's already splintering and cutting her throat apart.
Because it's like breaking in there, yeah.
Yeah, it gets down to like there in her throat.
And it's all cut
He
to
puts
pieces.
a rat in the tube and then puts heat in it so it goes down and just starts eating her from the inside.
Or the rat.
The rat.
And then they realise she's still alive, that's where he takes a hammer and just smashes it against her neck, and so all the glass
it's
in there just
definitely-
shoots
yeah.
out. And that is the worst kill of the whole film.
Yeah.
Because of how, like, it don't sound graphic. It does sound
When you
graphic, but not as
see it,
graphic as
it's
other things.
Do you know what? All of the kills are worse when you see
Yeah,
it.
when you see it, it makes it so much worse that this is happening in front of that girl's eyes, but only that it's happening in front of the aunt's daughter's
I might
eyes.
watch Terrifier 3 tonight.
I'm never watching that film ever again.
I'm gonna watch it.
And
I might try to see if I can find it on somewhere.
it turns
Like,
out,
just the first one, just watch them slowly.
and this is the reveal that the girl with the mashed up face is actually the demon that hired Art to do
Yeah.
and gave him immortality. Because every film, it seems that he's dead, but he's not dead. He somehow comes back. But yeah, from there, the final girl gets into a fight. She kills the mashed up face girl. Her niece, or is it cousin, something like that. She falls into a pit that's been opened, and it's the pit to hell.
Shit.
That's how messed up it is. It's so random, and she's trying to like keep her like warm. Oh yeah, also a scene that really messed me up, and I was just thinking about it, was when she tries to stop Art the Clown from trying to stab her. She has to put both her hands on the blade as it gets sawed up
Yeah,
and down
yeah.
her hand. That really just sent me nerve cracking. Anyway, and cousin falls into hell.
Fuck, there's nerve cracking.
Sent me nerves cracking.
Sent me nerves cracking. That did.
nerve cracking, mate.
And then
Fucking nigga.
yeah, no, and then
That's the bleep.
and then the final girl finally hops out the pit, and she's like, "Come on then, Art, fucking have it. Look, come on. Where's the fucking
Bro.
boozers? Have some." And that's when you find out that Art jumped out the fucking window, and he's on the next flight to Mexico. He's fucked up.
He's just turned into he's getting changed into the Easter Bunny costume for Easter.
Yeah, and
I have a feeling they're gonna do fucking New Year, fucking July the 4th at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, any excuse they've got to do one.
oh,
yeah.
wait, we fucking forgot about one kill in Terrifier 3. The mass killing of children for a present.
Oh yeah, didn't he give bombs to everyone? I
No,
knew about that.
Yeah,
It was
he
on
started.
TikTok
He
and,
started
like,
handing out
secret exchange.
horrific presents to kids, and they're like, "What the?" Like the parents are like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he gives a bomb to a kid, and he's like, "Don't open it," because like, duh. And then the kid opens it, and it just hears a click, and boom,
It
In his
blows up
face.
he
everywhere.
kills 9 children within the matter of a second, and gets away with it because he walks away. That is by
Yeah,
far.
they literally kick him out. They don't arrest him. They kick him out and say "fuck off."
It's by far the worst
Imagine you
death scene you
fucking
have to
dressed
watch
up-
because
imagine
those
you-
kids just, oh
Bro,
god.
imagine you fucking blew up 9 kids. You'd get arrested on the spot.
Yeah,
If
like,
mean,
even if
obviously-
it was just more security.
no,
I mean,
I-
at this point, I'm thinking it's set in the UK.
I
It's a
can't lie.
Muslim.
If you're dressed like a clown in a Santa costume and you've just blown up, like pretty much committed a horrific.
Not even
You're
that.
getting the death
Before
sentence.
you blow them up,
You're not
people be looking at you funny because it's the fucking UK.
and you're not getting death sentence. You're getting shots.
I mean, if he's a
Yeah,
Muslim,
people shoot on sight when they
if
get
he's
there.
a Muslim, he'll get away a bit because he'll just say it's my religion.
God
it's what
bless-
they-
Yeah,
God
all he
bleep
has to
that
say
out.
is Allah Akbar. I mean, just for God.
We've got to
isn't it?
bleep that out, but I get what you mean.
We'll have to get Mojira on the podcast.
By
to
far-
express
That'll
his
be
views.
deadly.
By far,
Yeah.
Terrifier is not the goriest film I've ever seen. but it is the goriest franchise in horror I've ever seen.
Scoriest film I've heard. I
What
don't
is
watch many
worse,
horrors. So.
Terrifier 3, in terms of the gore, Terrifier 3 or Human Centipede 2?
Never watched
Phew,
it.
Terrifier.
I'll say Terrifier 3 is more gore. Human Centipede's more like messed up.
Human Centipede just have scenes in it where you wonder, why the fuck are you doing this? Like,
Yeah,
actually.
he puts barbed wire around his
As
dick.
Art
and
the
it's
Clown,
like
by
shagging him.
Terrifier 3 as well, Art the Clown, you realise he's just fucked up in the head. Like, he's messed up.
Me
I
after a
reckon
couple of
if
drinks.
imagine he was like he had
Yeah.
friends, I would want to be his friend, just to know like what goes
Can
through
we,
your head, mate.
real quick, can we just get like a makeup wipe, brush it against Art the Clown's face and just reveal it's Katie for one? Like, fucking hell.
Imagine you just wipe it and it just don't come off. That's literally.
Yeah, it
what he
wouldn't
looks
surprise me though.
like. Yeah.
That's
I
his
remember-
face, by the way. The
Yeah.
makeup is his face.
Yeah.
I just want to hear him speak for once.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah. Do we know who the actor is?
Yeah, he's... Yeah, I
So
ain't gonna get them.
we at least will know what he looks like
Who makes
behind
the
it.
movies? Damien Leone. He's not allowed to direct any more movies anymore since doing Terrifier.
So why are they making another one?
No, like he's not allowed to direct any other movies. Like he can make more Terrifiers, but no one's going to accept him for the shit.
David
he's doing.
Howard. This is the guy who plays Art the Clown.
Yeah, he looks like Art the Clown already.
Does he?
Yeah, because he looks like a paedophile.
That's what he looks... That's the guy who plays him.
Oh.
But then you see... Bro. Really? Art the Clown and him looks at...
No, I'm saying like they both look like.
Because like this is him like during makeup.
Oh yeah, he does look a bit different there.
Exactly. Obviously, bro, he's got a full white face with black lips and black eyes.
I'm just thinking, what batty was he eating to get them lips? Like what the signal?
Also, why do the actors actually agree to do these films? Because like you're reading through the scripts, and
They've ruined their careers.
I get that like
Oh
some
yeah, because you can't go away from
no,
it.
some good actors literally read scripts and think like, bro, fuck it, this is shit. Get out of it.
Right.
If you're reading that script and you're thinking,
I want to know the person.
Bit of
who
me
signed-
that you're
Okay,
never
yeah.
leaving the horror genre ever again in your
Okay,
I
no.
want to know what fucking person, because obviously when you send a script out, they've got to say, yeah, this is alright. What person has read all of that and thought, yeah, this is going to be a generational classic.
Yeah, Terrifier, let's make 3 more movies of it.
Yeah, and the 4th one on Easter.
Come on.
Yeah, let's blow up 9 children with a grenade. Sounds like a brilliant movie.
stupid.
To be fair, they are good movies though.
this is what I mean, bro. By the way,
I don't want to say they sound entertaining, but they
Alright.
sound
They're
intriguing.
definitely interesting.
Yeah.
So I was talking about the girl from The Conjuring 2. Not only is she not 20, she's 22, and that's what she looks like.
Oh, this was in the other podcast.
Holy tough.
Exactly. I would give it.
I think we're kind of like finished talking about everything.
No, I have one more horror film to talk about, which oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm just holding my balls.
So not only Final Destination, the new film
Never watched
that's
it.
come out. I've watched it. I thought it was just that much the same energy as the first few. Then you got 28 years later.
Never watched it.
Haven't watched that. Yeah,
No, I've not watched it.
I
yet.
might just watch it on my phone.
But then again, I just don't know what it's going to be like, personally. But then,
should I watch the first ones before the new one?
have you not watched the first one?
No.
Yeah, definitely.
What is
then.
there?
How long ago was the
28.
first one?
There's 28 days and there's 28 years. There ain't no 28
Why didn't
months.
They do 28 months.
Yeah, they could have made this. prequel.
Because that's just a year and a few.
Yeah, that's 2.5 years.
Exactly.
2 and a quarter.
So it literally just be like, oh yeah, 2 years. So, oh, yeah.
2 years later, nice.
So they have to make 28 years.
One thing I really don't understand, why are they making another Halloween? Michael is dead. It's
Yeah.
called Halloween, the Aftermath. So
Well,
obviously
to be fair,
it's gonna be.
Michael's dead, but there's multiple universes where Michael isn't. That's the whole thing.
What the fuck?
But how does he get in the human universe if he's already dead?
That bro, that moth just flew right head first into that wall. And
Is
just
that what
clapped
that
on my
noise
ass.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it went right
That,
by my ear.
bro,
It's
that
huge.
that moth has just lost every one of his teeth.
But I'm.
Moth has teeth.
No, I'm just saying, why are they making another one? What's it gonna be about?
I mean,
unless
what's
fucking
it?
Michael Myers comes
Halloween
back.
goes in the original universe. Halloween 1 happened, and then you have the rest of them, like Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween H2O. And those films just happen in a separate universe where Laurie Strode is actually, she's like the sister of Michael Myers. That's her brother. And then you have the 2018 one that follows on from the first film, which happened 40 years before.
I just think they should have kept it as the last one. They should have kept... What was the last one? Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends.
Not only that, they had Halloween Ends. They had Halloween...
Sorry, I was looking at a guinea pig's mouth.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a bit off topic there. I was on my phone.
No, I thought they only had 2 universes, but I'm thinking they had the one where Laurie Strode was brothers.
One of the worst movies.
They had the old ones, and then they had the
one
fucking
of the worst
remastered.
movies I've ever seen. What was it? Jason in Space or something?
Jason X.
Yeah, so bad.
No, wait, real quick.
Why is Jason
There
in
is
space?
one. There is
Wait,
one
what?
that's worse.
Jason Voorhees. There's one called Jason X. He's in space.
What the fuck
Is
is
he
he
in
doing
like?
there?
And
Ain't it like a? What do they got? Like a space station?
yeah, I'll explain it.
Yeah, but I'm not
It
being
makes
funny.
no sense.
I'll explain
Yeah.
it. The film starts with him. He's been frozen, encapsulated for like years, and he's been frozen. He comes back in the future, and they're sending him on a spaceship. He's got like whole new armor and all that. It's not as bad as people think, especially when you had a film like
But it
Friday the
makes no
13th,
sense.
Jason Goes to Hell, and Friday the 13th, Jason
in
Goes to
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Bro, what the fuck?
Manhattan, he spent 90% of the film on a boat and then got burnt by acid, and in hell, what the fuck is hell? Because you don't see Jason, he's possessing different people that do the killing for him. Bro, that film was so dead.
I know they made Freddy vs Jason, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people said it was bad. I thought it was a lot better than everyone said.
I can't.
But I think when you think of Jason, who's the most likely killer that you think of?
Michael Myers.
They should make a Jason vs Michael.
Yeah. And then they
That'd
should have
be
made
a
a Freddy
sick
Krueger versus Leatherface.
Yeah, just some. They need to make more films where the killers are fighting each other.
Yeah, but then they have to try and match the universes. 'Cause that's the whole thing.
But Freddy and Jason, it was alright. But
By the way, also, can we...
who actually won that?
Freddy. He kills Jason, right? Apparently, because it's
also
hinted at
like-
that the film ends because Freddy pulls his hand out from the grave and just pulls Jason's mask inwards. That's how the film ends.
But it's also like the humans were trying to bring Freddy into their world so he could fight Jason.
Also, in a fight between Freddy and Jason wins every day.
Especially in the real world.
Exactly.
In the real world, Jason
I
destroyed.
was going to say, from what I've seen, Jason just seems in a realistic.
Yeah.
But then realistically, you're putting
Freddy's always going to win.
Yeah, you're putting unrealistic Jason versus Freddy Krueger, which is unrealistic anyway. But then Jason versus Michael, you'd have to put realistic Jason against Michael Myers, because Michael Myers has never had like special powers. He's never had anything.
He's got is super strength.
He's a
mate.
he's
He's
mental.
not got nothing
Yeah,
major.
he's a mental case who just don't stop because that's all he knows.
Yeah.
As Jason,
And as
Jason has the ability to fucking teleport.
No, but Michael's also, because he's been evil so long, he's literally fueled by it now.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally his power is evil.
Bro, I can't. I thought in the first one, like the opening scene, he kills his own sister, and he's just standing outside the knife. I thought that was bad. In the remastered one, he don't only kill his sister at a young age. He kills his sister's boyfriend. He kills his stepdad, and then later on, he kills a nurse, which then causes his mum to kill herself.
Shit.
That's how evil he is. And then in that film,
He's so that all he knows is evil.
that's, by the way, that's the only Michael Myers I think that would survive against Jason, the remastered one. Because in that film, he stood at 6'9" and could literally tear away walls with his bare hands.
I think
Jesus Christ.
He's fucked, man. But why the fuck? Why would you?
it would be a good movie though.
There's never really been a film where the killer's realistic. I mean, like you got the what's it?
I mean, technically, Michael teleports as well. Like when he walks around a corner and he's just gone.
He's like all of a sudden he's at where
Yeah,
he needs
but
to.
it's never. It never says he's teleported as Jason. It
No.
literally shows him.
Yeah.
I view that he can teleport. That I just feel like they made him so unrealistic. You ever seen the film Black Phone or something?
What was that? No. Bit high pitch.
No.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to end it there, guys.
Yeah, we just 35 minutes.
That's good, though. That's nothing wrong with
Yeah, guys, should we end? Right, guys, that is the end of the podcast. Should I upload this Wednesday or it's a bonus episode?
I think upload it Wednesday. It comes up.
Yeah, I'll upload it. Have you sent the email? I'll check after.
He said he did, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Hayden.
That will be the end of the podcast.
What's cheeky Hayden sending to me?
So this is a bonus episode. Episode 5 will be next
Get
Saturday as
Hayden
usual.
round here. Get him round here.
Yeah, thank you for watching.